Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the weekly horoscope results for the week of April 7th till April 13th. So guys, before we will start our discussion, I would like to wish all of my audience heartiest blessings and wishes of the Ram Navami, that I wish to God that may the divine qualities and the personality traits and the qualities of the righteousness being represented by Lord Rama's character get infused in our personality traits in our life as well, and the blessing of the Lord Ram shower in our family, in our lives. Along with that guys, this week is going to be a good news in this way that after this week, Sun is going to be coming out of the clutches of the Saturn and Rahu from the Pisces. It will enter and it will get exalted. Venus is also going to be turning direct as well. So all of that is going to be a good news. Along with that guys, Moon this week will start its journey being conjunct with Mars in the Cancer sign, and it will end the week being conjunct with Ketu in the Virgo. So we will talk about that. And one news guys, because during this week we will be celebrating the auspicious occasion of the birth anniversary of the Lord Hanuman as well. Like the full moon of the Chaitra month as per the lunar calendar calculation is believed to be the birth anniversary of the Lord Hanuman. Now guys, before we will get into the customized thing, I would like to add some points over here, because a lot of the people when they book their reading with me, they ask this question that based on my chart, my planetary alignment, which devata or god you recommend me to worship, like based on my Atma Karak or the fifth lord and all. So in this video I will give you a master key, one solution which is fit for all the alignments. So guys, and one thing, it is coming from a place of my personal life experience. Here I am not quoting any religious scriptures and all. It's all based on my personal finding. So guys, in my life I have only worshipped three gods primarily, Lord Shiva, Lord Hanuman and Lord Kal Bhairav with my heart and soul. I actually tore my heart and put it in the feet of the bhakti of these three gods. When we talk about Lord Shiva, see guys, the worship of Lord Shiva, one thing is for sure, that you will find peace if your moon is afflicted in the natal chart, in the devotion, in the bhakti of the Lord Shiva. Whatever else will happen and the experiences which you will have, that is secondary. But one very visible change which you will see, that you will find the peace. Now when people talk about that I devoted myself to the bhakti of one specific god, will I be able to feel the presence of that god? So see guys, let me be very honest with you, like even in our human body, if you want to understand the consciousness on the 7 level of the chakras, Shiva resides on the peak of the crown chakra. So for your devotion and austerities to reach that level, it's going to be a very cumbersome process. Second thing, even if you are going to be getting very intensely devoted in the religious austerities, devoted to Lord Shiva, so sometimes guys it has been seen that people start demonstrating those qualities of the detachment and even that sort of transcendental experiences which people start witnessing. A lot many times that knowledge is good for your spiritual elevation, but it might not help you to function in a very wholesome way in your daily life. Like, why to go very far? There has been this recorded experience with this one person in India clearing that federal government job exam, that top government job exam UPSC is a dream of millions of the people. Like millions of people compete for few of the handpicked position. Now there was this incident where this guy, he cleared that exam, and before joining for his training and all, because he was very much devoted to Lord Shiva, he went for a Kailash Yatra and he had some sort of experiences over there, transcendental experiences. After that, he actually started talking about that everything is futile, everything is useless, and he became a monk and he took the path of being completely devoted to the gods. So all what I'm trying to say over here is that when you get very intensely devoted, so especially what I have experienced, that's my personal life experience. So the bhakti of the Shiva and the experiences which it gives you, if unless and until you have that yoga in your chart to become a celibate, to become a yogi and do something which I am doing like astrology, spirituality and all, that is a different case. Now let's take up the case of the Lord Hanuman. So see guys, one thing is for sure that the way it has been believed that Lord Hanuman resides, he's still there in the Kali Yuga, and his presence can be easily accessed. Like ever since I started my Saturn Dasha, I've been doing Sundarkand consistently, and the way I'm devoted to Lord Hanuman, there have been those instances where you will feel the presence of the Lord Hanuman. And again guys, the good thing over here is that Hanuman is actually connected with the protection. And the protection part, there have been those instances. I will never ever forget that email which once came to me, where this guy, he wrote this thing in the consultation form that, hey Nipun, I know that you take 3-4 days to revert for any consultation, but I might be short dead by that time. Can you please expedite my consultation? I was like, short dead? I thought he's exaggerating. But when I looked at his whole chart, I read his whole mail, like he was from one of the province of India where he had a lot of the issues of the rivalry, political rivalry, property related dispute and all. And there was a high, like there has been attacks on his life in the past as well, and he was actually running that dasha. And one thing which he wrote explicitly in his email, that I am devoted to Hanuman. And again guys, even in my case, I have had those kind of instances, accidents and all, where after that accident, even if you will see that car, you cannot believe that the guy who was in that car survived. So I mean to say, Lord Hanuman is always there. Second thing is that, like when we talk about Hanuman Chalisa, so it's not even that difficult. Like even if you will read some of those lines of the Hanuman Chalisa, like one of the lines says, Janam Janam ke dukh bisrabe, like by singing your praise, I find Ram, and the sorrows of the countless lives are destroyed. So that is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Look at it in this way. The worship of the Lord Hanuman not only gives you protection, wisdom, but it also gives you a sense of heroism in your character. And even for the character building, Lord Hanuman and the devotion to Lord Hanuman is actually very helpful, because it somehow makes you very loyal in the life, and you start attracting those people in your life who will stand by you even in the life's thick and thin and the most testing times. See again, if you are more aligned towards the bhakti to Shiva, to Ganesha, to Vishnu, that is your choice. But one fit solution, one master key, if I were to give someone based on my own personal life experiences, Lord Hanuman. So for your protection, for your spiritual elevation, and when you get very deeper into your sadhana bhakti, to even feel the presence of that Ishta Devta around you. It's not like that you have to spend countless lives in order to feel the presence of that Ishta Devta around you. So with Hanuman, that can be attained. So these are the few lines guys which I want to say. Now please don't ask me this, based on my zodiac sign, what shall I do? That okay, if I'm Aries, I need to wear red and read Hanuman Chalisa. If I'm Taurus, I need to sit in the corner and then read Hanuman Chalisa. If I'm Cancer, I need to find a tree, hang upside down and then do. Please don't do that. It's just like that. Follow the celibacy on that day. And like Lord Hanuman is connected with the service. If you can help someone, feed a homeless person, like I'm planning to do 100 Hanuman Chalisa on that day. So if something like this you can do, or like, serve some like sweets within the family members. It's like a festival. It's like a holy auspicious occasion which needs to be celebrated, because Lord Hanuman seems to be and believed to be born on this day. So okay guys, now after that we will have our look that how planets are going to be behaving this week. So guys, like the way I already mentioned this thing, Moon is going to be starting the week from the Cancer sign, and it is going to be ending the week getting conjunct with the Ketu in the Virgo sign, and slightly on Sunday it will enter the Libra sign. So guys, let's start first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, for the Aries Lagna natives, if you will see over here that Moon is going to be starting the week from your like 4th house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 7th house. So guys, one thing is for sure that for any of the domestic life related matters, the week seems to be supportive for you. So like if you are like planning to buy any property, any vehicle, or spend some quality time with your family, with your loved ones, the week seems to be very supportive for that. Along with that, guys, even when we talk about for the academic matters and all, over there, because your fifth lord is slightly afflicted because of being conjunct with Saturn and Rahu. So in the matters of the love, romance and all, moon is going to be transiting over there, but the house lord is afflicted. So in the matters of the academic matters and all, you have to like work very hard. Distraction is going to be there, so just focus on your grades, that become very important. Along with that, guys, when we talk about any of the health related matters and all, so yes, health needs to be watched. Transiting moon is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu in the 6th house, so, and your ascendant lord is also debilitated, so health needs to be monitored. For people who have to write any competitive exam, any of the help in the lawsuit related matters, over there stars might favor you, support you. So guys, in a nutshell, the summary of this week for the Aries Lagna native is that auspiciousness in the domestic family matters, 4th house connected dealings can be done, like 4th house means property, vehicle, family, those things can be prioritized. Authority at workplace will remain intact. Slight possibility of confrontation or arguments at work, I mean to say. Academic or educational matters are still vulnerable, but bound to get better after the, like from the next week onwards, when sun is going to be getting exalted, your 5th lord. And guys, week will be filled with energy and willingness to help others. So like the way the pure Martian qualities, where you are like ready and willing to help others, and family will prove out to be supportive for you. Along with that, guys, end of the week will make health vulnerable, and some people might have to some people might have to give a serious thought for taking loan, because the 4th lord moon is getting conjunct with Ketu in the 6th house. So because of the pressure of the family duties, responsibilities and all, so some people might also think about, in order to meet their expenses, to get money arranged or get any of the loan and all. But the good thing is that because Mars, your ascendant lord, is there in the 4th house, you will be able to get the loan approved as well. So yes, guys, this is how this week is going to be creating energy for you. When we talk about the matters of the relationship, after this week, your 7th lord is going to be coming out of its retrograde motion. So this week, I'm still not seeing that much of the strong energy for giving your final confirmation in any of the matrimonial related matters. But the week after this, like after April 14th and all, things will be a lot in your favor, when Venus is going to be direct and your 5th lord is going to be exalted in the 1st house. So even for this week, guys, keep it low, and there's nothing wrong in just knowing someone through the exchange of the phone calls, emails and all. But when it comes down to, you are in that stage where you have to give your confirmation to someone, so my recommendation, so refrain from that. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so for the Taurus Lagna natives, guys, moon is going to be starting the week from your 3rd house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 6th house. So guys, the good news is that when we talk about like improving your relationship with the near and dear people, the week is creating a good energy. There might be some sort of like short travels and trips which many Taurus Lagna native have to manage. Along with that, guys, even in the matters of the relationship and all, the week is creating a good energy. But again, guys, the energy of this week is going to be going through a roller coaster. As much as you will be able to manifest or attract someone or get the attention of someone, by the end of the week there will be energy of a serious confrontation as well, because moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in the 5th house. So that means a severe breakup, or suddenly you start seeing the flaws in someone's personality. So the energy of this week is like attracting someone and now repelling someone. So be very mindful of that. Domestic matters is going to be will be very fulfilling for many people. So guys, in a nutshell, the summary of this week for the Taurus Lagna native is that first half of the week will improve relation with the near and dear ones. Chances of travels for few people. End of the week will create the energies of mental distress or breakup in love affairs. Not a good week to make any 4th house connected purchases. So just wait your 4th lord sun to get exalted at least. Even if it will get exalted in the 12th house, but still it is better than being 8th from its house and conjunct with Saturn and Rahu. So not a very good week to make any fourth house connected vehicle property related purchases. End of the week will make students vulnerable for wrong decision driven by overconfidence. Average to good time in matrimonial alliance related matters. Worries and uncertainties will loom over the income. Now guys, moving ahead, now when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, like moon is going to be starting the week from your second house, and it is going to be ending the week in your fifth house. So guys, beyond any doubt, the energy of this week for the Gemini Lagna native is very conducive, like spending your time with the loved ones. It's very beautiful summer time of cherry blossom in Vancouver. I'm seeing lot many people coming out and spending time, having that barbecue, picnic and all. So this is what the holiday kind of theme and energy which is getting generated for the Gemini Lagna for this week. Along with that guys, for certain Gemini Lagna natives, the week is creating energy of some sudden spike in the income or some good financial opportunities to come to you. So even for that perspective, the week is creating a good energy. The only concern is that guys, by the end of the week, when transiting moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in the fourth house. So by the end of the week, inner emotional state might be slightly vulnerable for many, but overall it's a very happy-go-lucky kind of week for the Gemini Lagna natives. So guys, the summary of this week for you people is that first half of the week is creating the energies of sudden inflow of money or getting your struck money back, possibilities of hearing some good news, strong chances of spending your time in the company of the like-minded and the loved ones. Stress point of the week is fourth house. Especially by the end of the week, there will be disturbances in the family, and strictly refrain from any property or vehicle purchase during the end of the week. Difficulties in the matrimonial alliance related matters, and because just wait for your seventh lord to leave the 12th house. Vulnerability of defamation at work will loom over this week as well, because guys, that Saturn Rahu Sun combination in the 10th house of your career. So I forgot to mention this thing, that but still for this whole month you have to be very mindful and very protective of your public image or your image or reputation at the work. You have to actually guard it very strongly. Now guys, moving ahead, now when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, for the Cancer Lagna natives, moon is going to be starting the week from your first house and it is going to be ending the week in your fourth house. So yes guys, the week is going to be filled with a lot of motivation, drive, energy, even in terms of the financial gains or expecting some good news during this week, especially in the first and the second half of the week. The energy seems to be very conducive, very favorable. And again guys, like those people who are in any of the leadership kind of role, you are the face of any brand and something. So even for those people, like a lot of the recognition, limelight and the spotlight is coming to you. So all what I can say is that this is going to be the time not to be in the back foot, rather to be in the front foot. Take the chances. So guys, the summary of this week for the Cancer Lagna native is that first half of the week will be filled with excitement and high energies. Many will see a progress in their career, business, work, set targets and the goals. Middle of the week is creating the energies of financial gains or getting your struck money back. End of the week could create stress on the account of the behavior of the people around you. Moon getting conjunct with Ketu in the third house, and along with that the full moon energy and all. So end of the week could create stress on the account of the behavior of people around you. Also, end of the week is making you vulnerable towards rash actions or outburst. Good week for matrimonial alliance seekers and all. Good week in the academic matters as well. Those who are in love will feel very deeply about their partner. So yes guys, you would have understood that your fifth lord is there in the first house and moon is going to be transiting over it. So that means those who are already in love, oh my god, you will see just cherry blossom, cupid and love everywhere. So it's a good week to be in love, to be in relationship. And house of luck is slightly volatile in the 9th house, all the planetary concentration and all. So especially by the end of the week, like refrain from acting purely out of leap of faith. Like, be very pragmatic, give attention to the details and logic and all, rather than just taking the chance. That's all what I can say for the Cancer Lagna. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, moon is going to be starting the week from your 12th house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 3rd house. So guys, beyond any doubt, moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Mars in your 12th house. So that means by the beginning of the week, there's a good possibility of some profitable travels for many. Along with that guys, any of those people who are the face of any brand, you are in the top leadership role, or where you want that visibility, PR, limelight and all. So this week is creating a very good energy of that. So see guys, this week is kind of like a roller coaster for you. So, and one more thing, your finances are slightly vulnerable. As much as the first half of the week, money will be spent on the travels. The middle of the week, money will be spent on your own personal grooming, like things which you like to do. And by the end of the week, then moon is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu in the 2nd house. So this could be just in order to support any friend, any family member, or any of the sudden expense which came to you. So be mentally prepared that the finances are going to be going topsy-turvy during this week. Along with that guys, but in terms of the reputation or like career related like progress and all, the week seems to be supportive for you. So guys, if I were to summarize, possibility of travels at the beginning of the week which will prove out to be profitable. Middle of the week will prove out to be very indulgent, like spendings on the personal grooming and lifestyle. End of the week is creating vulnerability of sudden expenses. Average to good week for matrimonial alliance related matters. Average to good time for the students or any academic matters. Like see, the thing is guys, after this week, your ascendant lord will leave the 8th house and it will enter the 9th house. That means this week as well, you have to be very mindful of your health. So health is something which you have to be very protective, very mindful of that. Like all the attributes connected by the sun. This could be body vitality, this could be your eyes, this could be your heart. So I mean to say overall the body vitality and health needs to be monitored, and this is the last week. Afterwards, once sun will enter your 9th house, there will be relief over there. That threat which is looming over and making your health vulnerable will stop bothering you. Last week, to give excessive meticulous attention to your health. 4th lord in the 12th, take any relocation decision very carefully. Like if I were to say, I would not recommend any of the relocation during this week. Much better do it a week after. Now guys, moving ahead. Now when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives. So for the Virgo natives, moon is going to be starting the week guys from your 11th house. Oh my god. And it is going to be ending the week in your 2nd house and the 1st house. So guys, the week will start on a good note where suddenly meeting someone very influential, very prominent, or some sudden financial opportunity or doors of opportunity opening for you. Regarding that front, the week will start on a good note. Along with that guys, for those people who are like contemplating any of the travels, by the middle of the week, the energy seems to be very conducive, very favorable for you. But guys, at the end of the week, moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in your 1st house. So health needs to be monitored. Second thing is that guys, I always say this thing that whenever moon gets conjunct with the Ketu and it is impacting your 1st house, your 8th house and all, so just don't go very close to the nature. Like the way when we say any of the nature related attacks, like a dog bite, animal attack, that generally happens when Ketu is in a way afflicting your moon or your ascendant. So by the end of the week, you have to be slightly careful. But overall guys, in terms of the finances, opportunities, experiences, the week is creating a good energy. So if I were to summarize, first half of the week is very supportive for increase or spike in income along with harmonious alliances. Very supportive week for making some important decision. Middle of the week is supportive for travels. End of the week is making you vulnerable in the health matters. Don't go very close to the threatful or dangerous side of the nature. Luck is supportive in the academic matters for the students. There is depth in the love matters. my pronunciation. When I say D-E-P-T-H, depth, it somehow strangely sounds like a death. So I mean to say D-E-P-T-H, depth. So there is depth in the love matters. It's just like your fifth and the sixth lord is conjunct with Rahu in the seventh house. So guys, so for many people, they might be going through extremely challenging and testing times in the marriage as well. So guys, again, there is energy working in a way that for certain people, for certain Virgo Lagna natives, it might be bringing two people close to each other, and for certain people they might be going through extremely challenging times, testing times in their marriage, in their matrimonial life, because fifth and the sixth lord being conjunct with Rahu in the seventh house. So yes guys, the focal point and the area of the life which needs meticulous attention and care, that is marriage right now for you. In terms of the financial opportunity, recognition, travel, every other aspect this week seems to be working in harmony, in your support, in your favor. Just in the marriage, you have to be very protective, you have to be very careful. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, for the Libra Lagna natives, moon is going to be starting the week from your 10th house, getting conjunct with the planet Mars over there, and it is going to be ending the week like on Sunday it will enter your first house, but on Friday, Saturday it is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in the 12th house as well. So guys, the good news is that especially for the enhancement of reputation, like people who are expecting any any promotion or being considered for any senior leadership role and all, overall boost in your career, regarding that front the week is very, very supportive. Not only guys boost in your career prospect, but also whatever development will happen, it is going to have a straight impact in your income as well. Like lot many people will also get a chance to socialize or hobnob with very important influential people as well, being considered or being made a part of important official matters and all. So this is how the energy of this week is going to be getting generated for the Libra Lagna natives. But guys, again, by the end of the week, if you are like very spiritual seeker, you are very meditative kind of person, then it's fine. But if your main nemesis is anxiety or any of those like you feel very insecure emotionally, get very unsettled, so when moon is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu, that too in this whole full moon kind of vibration, that might make your emotions, your feelings slightly exposed. Like the way we say that something which you have been deeply hiding deep within you and suddenly it came out again, it is not going to be causing any humiliation or embarrassment. It's just like that you will feel yourself being exposed. So certain things which you do not want to reveal, but life will put you in those circumstances. This could be a case that you never know, you booked your astrological consultation and you're opening your heart out, or you met a very spiritual person. Okay, yesterday what happened, I booked an Uber because I live in a place where I don't have to travel anymore. I just walk around the beach and all that area is accessible through walk only. So yesterday I booked an Uber, and this guy we just gotten into talking and all, and he started telling his whole life to me. I was like, okay, give me your birth details. I did not tell him that I'm an astrologer, but I got his details. I looked at his chart and gave few predictions and all. So that is what I'm trying to tell you, that it's not like about humiliation or being embarrassed. It's just like that full moon is like where moon is in its full dignity, and with Ketu's bringing out, churning out things and happening in the 12th house for your cleansing, for your purification. So this is how it is going to be working out for the Libra Lagna native. So if I were to say, if by the end of the week, if you find yourself unsettled and you want to talk to someone, so don't bottle yourself up, talk to someone, open yourself out. Like the way lately when I moved here, life became so lonely. It's like, shall I make mustaches on the mirror and start talking to myself? No, don't be like that. Talk to someone, open your heart out. That is very much needed right now. So guys, in a nutshell, the summary of this week for you people is that first half of the week is creating that sudden yoga of promotion or enhancement of reputation, especially for those in public life or connected to government. Income will remain intact. Supportive time for matrimonial seekers, Good week for success in academic matters for the students. Supportive week in the fourth house connected engagements like buying or selling of property or vehicles. End of the week is creating vulnerability or discomfort in travels. So if it is possible by the end of the week, it's not a very good energy to plan any travel and all. So that's my personal recommendation. Now guys, moving ahead, now for all the Scorpions. So guys, in your case, this is going to be a very uplifting kind of week, because whatsoever that whole turmoil of the energy you have been dealing with, because too much of the bombardment of the planetary concentration happening in the fifth house, which governs our thought process, and your ascendant lord was also there in the eighth house for a long span of time. So now it is going to be much more relief for you, because Mars is dignified and Moon is going to be transiting over it. So guys, if I were to say, the week will start on a very good note, where especially you will see that sort of mojo coming back to you. So that motivation which was lacking from past couple of weeks, you will find yourself, your life to be aligned in the right direction. Some people, like, this is that typical yoga where we say that sudden opportunity, that serendipity, accidental discovery of good fortune. So that is getting very strongly applicable for the Scorpions for this week. And also guys, because the way Moon is going to be transiting, it is going to be transiting from your 10th house as well. So even for the career related matters, like those who are applying for a job and all, or you are an artist, you are a creative person, during this time only, during this week, you have to give any performance and all. So the stars seems to be supporting you. It's just like that guys, by the end of the week, when Moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in the 11th house. So by the end of the week, some people might be slightly worried on the account of the flow of the income. But overall, if I were to say, after that whole chaotic experiences which you have been dealing with from the past couple of weeks, this is going to be a week which will break that loop of negativity, loop of stagnation for you. So guys, if I were to summarize, first half of the week is very supportive. Because of the luck, there will be sudden push in many long struck tasks. You will get your mojo back. Chances of witnessing auspicious events this week is very high. Middle of the week is very supportive for enhancement of reputation at work or profitable work related travels. End of the week is creating vulnerability of sudden decline in flow of income. Moon, Ketu in the 11th. Refrain from acting out of leap of faith by the end of the week. So whatever chances you want to take, it is good to do that by the first half or the middle half of the week. But I would say after like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, much better. Don't take that chances. Like, be as pragmatic, as realistic, practical as it is possible. Average to good week in the matrimonial alliance related matters. See guys, when I add this line, so those who are living in the western part, they would say, what is that matrimonial alliance? But trust me, those, like especially people who are in that race of traditional Indian arranged marriage and all, so this is very important. So for those people, I mean to say, so average to good week in the matrimonial alliance related matters. Week is filled with energies supportive for the attainment of personal goals, as well as to be of support and help to people around you. This is the last week of chaos in Pisces in your 5th house. Afterward, planets will start aligning in your favor. So that means all the mental entanglement will start slowly unraveling, bringing clarity in your thoughts. So if I were to say guys, you have already dealt with, like the past couple of weeks have been hard on you, when too much of the energy in the 5th house, ascendant lord in the 8th house, things have already started turning in your advantage, and this is going to be the end of the week where all the misery and all the mental confusion which the planets have created for you will start getting unraveling for you in your advantage, in your favor. So clarity will start coming into you. That's all what I can say. Now guys, moving ahead, now when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Moon is going to be starting the week from your 8th house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 10th house. So yes guys, slightly vulnerability during this week is also there. First of all guys, the health of your mother also needs to be monitored, because Moon in your case is your 8th lord, and it is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu and the 4th original house of the mother. In the 4th house, you already have like Saturn, Rahu, too many planets a war going on in the 4th house. So yes, the domestic life, family life, the health and well-being of the mother needs to be monitored. Along with that, guys, see, those who are connected with the research, occult and all, it might be slightly beneficial time for them, even for the travels and all. So when moon is going to be transiting from your 9th house, like on Tuesday and Wednesday, so even for the travels, applying for any like job and any vacancy and all, so Tuesday and Wednesday seems to be very promising for that. It's just like that, guys, on Thursday and Friday, when moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in the 10th house, then you have to be slightly watchful, because at work front there is that kind of energy where, like, finding yourself being betrayed at work because something happened and your bosses or people made you a scapegoat or held you accountable for something which you have not even done. So at the career or the work front, or anything surrounding your public image needs to be monitored by the end of the week. So guys, if I were to summarize, first half of the week is vulnerable for health matters, especially those people who are already running a dasha which is making them injury or accident prone. Middle of the week will uplift your motivation level, beneficial for applying for jobs, meetings or travels. End of the week is making prospects at work vulnerable, like emotionally piercing experiences, betrayal of promises or word given by someone, or this could be receiving a critical feedback at work. Just pray to God that you will not go through your assessment by your bosses during this week. Those who are in health industry or working in fields demanding very painstaking, meticulous work have to do their job very carefully. Too many planets in the 4th house of mother and the 4th lord getting conjunct with Ketu, also making the health of the mother slightly vulnerable. Looking at your chart, I can say this thing. Moving ahead, guys, now when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, moon is going to be starting the week from your 7th house, getting conjunct with the planet Mars over there, and then it is going to be ending the week in your 9th house, being conjunct with Ketu over there. So see, guys, when we talk about anything to do with the matters of the business and all, over there, the energy seems to be supportive, especially when we talk about meeting someone, or getting romantically connected with someone, getting attracted towards someone, being introduced to someone. So regarding that courtship related matters and all, the energy seems to be working a lot in your favor. Those who are connected with the fields of the research, the week is going to be very beneficial for them as well. But again, guys, it's just like that, by the end of the week you have to be slightly cautious and careful. See, the thing is, like the way I mentioned this thing, that if you are in any way, you are dedicated and devoted to the worship of the Lord Hanuman. So for putting your heart and soul in the devotion, in the worship of the Lord Hanuman, the end of the week energy is going to be much more in your advantage. But when we talk about much recommended that do not take any of those tasks by the end of the week where there's a lot of the uncertainty, because luck is going to be somehow uncertain in your case. And also, guys, if it is possible, for any of the important occasion, like applying for any job or any of the travels, important immigration documents and all, so if that can be either preponed, if it can be materialized by the middle of the week, it is good, or much better do it when moon would have left the Virgo. That's all what I'm trying to say. So guys, if I were to summarize, first half of the week is supportive in the business or relationship matters, especially for the matrimonial alliance matters. Middle of the week is supportive for researchers or prioritizing any investment decision. Slightly vulnerable for the health of spouse. Supportive week for students or for any academic matters. Supportive week for any 4th house connected decision like property or vehicle purchases. End of the week is supportive for meditation or contemplation, but not advisable to take any business decision, completely relying on chance or leap of faith. Moving ahead, guys, now when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so for the Aquarius Lagna natives, moon is going to be starting the week from your 6th house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 8th house, being conjunct with the Ketu over there. So yes guys, when we talk about, see, this week is very supportive, very conducive when it comes down to performing good in any competitive kind of situation. And let's say for example, if you are a researcher, like all those kind of fields where like the fire worker, emergency responder, healthcare person and all. So if you are in any of these kind of fields, because in the 6th house Mars is supporting you, and when your transiting moon is going to get conjunct with the Ketu in the 8th house over there as well. So people who are in these kind of fields, where dealing with the problems, being very critical and being very meticulously devoted, attached to the details, those professionals can get benefited. But yes guys, otherwise health still needs to be guarded. Health is making you vulnerable. Refrain from getting into confrontation, but God forbid, even if that happens, you will actually have a leverage over there, because stars are somehow supporting you. So guys, if I were to summarize for the Aquarians, first half of the week is creating vulnerability in the matters of your own health or getting into conflicts. Good week for those who have to appear for any competitive exam during this week. Those expecting any approval of the loan will find success over there. But again guys, because moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Mars, so it might be those kind of circumstances where, like for example, you are in a need of 5,000 and the bank and the other person might be even willing to give you 10. So take only that much which is in your capacity and as per your plan to return or pay back. Along with that guys, middle of the week is creating differences with the spouse or partner in the relationship. End of the week is making health vulnerable. Also, those who are running dasha, which is making them accident or injury prone, have to be excessively careful. Don't go too close to the dangerous or threatful side of the nature. Like, you know, the way we say animal attack, dog bite, any of those, like being injured because of any of the natural calamity and all. So be very mindful of that. So slight vulnerability of minor accidents like dog bite and all. So be very mindful over there. End of the week is supportive for decimating your enemies or win over any lawsuit. Possibility of short travels for many during this week. Week is, I mentioned, very supportive for the job seekers. Possibility of hearing some auspicious news in the domestic family related matters is also very high chances for hearing some good news, auspicious news regarding some family related matters. And again guys, all what I want to say over during this week is that rely on your rationality. Be as pragmatic as it is possible. Just don't be, like the way we say, emotional fool. That's all what I'm trying to say. Because see, the thing is, in your case for the Aquarians, moon has got a lordship over the 6th house. So that means they have this tendency, anything wrong happen, any conflict happen, they take it personally. And during this week, when moon is going to be there in the 6th house, it is conjunct with the Mars over there, and conflict happens either from the 6th or from the 8th. When moon is going to be there in the 8th house, Ketu is going to be over there. So someone slightly poke fun at you and you will be ready and willing to just get into complete fight, because your emotions are so, like, you know, kind of instigated. So refrain from that sort of thing. Rationality is very much important, to rationalize your emotions. That's all what I'm trying to say. Now guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, moon is going to be starting the week from your 5th house, being conjunct with the planet Mars over there, which is a good planet for you, and it is going to be ending the week getting conjunct with Ketu in your 7th house. So guys, look at it in this way, that all the matters of the 5th house seems to be working in your advantage for this week. Whether you are a student, whether you are connected with any of the sporting kind of event, or like any of the romantic or artistic creative related matters and all. So in all these areas, in the matters of the 5th house, stars seems to be supporting you. And again guys, when we talk about the 5th house has got a lot to do with the happiness, pleasurable kind of, recreational kind of activities. So this is the kind of way with which the week will begin for you. After that, guys, because moon is going to be transiting from the 6th house as well, your 6th lord is already transiting in the 1st house, so it is actually making you very competitive as well. So even in the work related matters and all, I'm seeing things to be working out in your favor. It's just like that, guys. By the end of the week, when moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in the 7th house, and this conjunction will also pave path towards the full moon energy as well. So yes, whenever the 1st and the 7th house gets so exposed, in a way, any of the shortcomings and trivial things of the relationship, flaws of your partner, of your spouse, somehow gets very exaggerated and become a matter of the discussion or a conflict or a debate and all. So just be very mindful over there. Don't get too much involved in that, because it's just a matter of the small surge of the energy. Not advisable to create some opinions and all. That's all what I can say. So guys, overall the summary of this week for the Pisces Lagna native is that beginning of the week is very supportive for any endeavor connected to the 5th house, like academic matters, artistic matters, love life related matters. Middle of the week is very supportive in work related matters, those who have to face any competitive situation. End of the week will bring disturbing experiences in the relationship matters. Those who are on a lookout for matrimonial alliances, much better not to finalize anything this week. Flow of the income will remain intact and supportive in the housing or vehicle connected matters like purchase, buying and selling, which is like, I mean to say, the 4th house related matters. So it seems to be supportive over there as well. And lastly, guys, week is equally supportive for any relocation related concern, like you're thinking about signing a new lease or making any shift during this week in your residing area and all. So that can also be prioritized. So yes, guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.